Hey, what is up everybody? Welcome back to another episode of BMW E90 HQ. We'll come at you with another video. If you've seen my last couple of videos, and you know I've floated the idea of selling the BMW 328i, and I have decided that that is in fact what I'm going to do. So I will be beginning the process, or I say the process of reverting it back to stock. I don't have a lot of the stock parts anymore, as I kind of sold them here and there just for extra cash and whatever. And I, just kind of figured I needed the cash more then than whenever I went to sell the car, I would be in a better financial position, which is true. I'm just, so I don't have all the stock parts, but I am reverting it back. So in this video, we swapped the stock sport suspension from my friend Eddie's 335 E92 onto my E90 328 sedan and put my ST coilovers onto his 335. If anyone ever needed proof that a 335 suspension and a 328 suspension are the same, we are taking one from a Coupe to a Sedan and a 335 to a 328 and vice versa. Alright, so I've got the car up on jacks. This is the beginning of the taking it back to stock, or somewhat taking it back to stock. Just doing what's convenient for me. So we're swapping my coilovers, my STV1 coilovers, with the stock OEM sport suspension from my friend Eddie's 335i, and so it's still going to be like an upgrade over the original factory one, but I was having some crazy rubbing issues from my tires when I had people in the car in the front, and it's like eating away my entire fender liner. So this will give me some ride height, obviously. Anyway, so I'm going to be removing these two because this one here is broken. It just keeps falling out. So, and after we're done with the suspension swapping, I'm gonna get rid of that. If anybody wants them, you're local to Charlotte, shoot me a DM. I'm gonna get the cowl delete thing out of there. I'm gonna keep that though for the next car. And if anybody is local to Charlotte and has some wheels for sale that will fit an E90 that they want to get rid of for cheap, shoot me a DM on Instagram too. Alright, so what we're gonna do, and I don't know how right this is, but so we're gonna swap the left side first, so front left, back left, and just swap them directly. So the front should be real easy because we won't have to reassemble anything or disassemble. So anyway, get into this. Better look at what happened to my fender liner. You can see the fog light assembly and all that in the rear. So those are the coilovers. They will be going on to that car. So should we start with the fronts? Yeah, I think they'll be easier probably.
I have a new one on the right side.
Yeah, oh yeah. Alright, so we start from the top, right? Or do we start from the bottom? Okay. Oh yeah. Okay, so it looks to be, well, you can't really see. I'll show you on his car, where there's more lighting. There's a brake line, 17mm right about there, and then we got to get this bottom bolt out to drop this. Alright, so we have the rotor jacked up, and he's unconnecting the top, so it's jacked up by the rotor so that it doesn't fall when the bolts come out. And we had to disconnect the strut brace bar with a E12.
Alright, let's drop.
Alright. Just go very slow with it. Okay, it didn't fall. Should just fall now, shouldn't it? We might have to kind of nudge it out. We might yeah, it's loose. I know that we're gonna have to work it kind of out.
I know what I gotta do now. Do you have like a fork or
like a kitchen fork?
No. You know, to hammer to open the thing.
Oh, like a
like a pry bar or anything?
Yeah. Can we use a flathead to get it, or is that too small? Let me see. I got a pry bar. I think it might be too big. Right here. This thing.
Yeah. Let me see. You don't have a small one?
I see it. Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about, right?
Yeah, it's in the back right here.
You have to open it up. At least I know my brakes are good. It's the wire that's fucked up.
Yeah, I can see you're right about that. We should have bought like brake cleaner while we were there. The strut is out. That thing here was so hard to get out. It just kept trying, shoving a spreader tool in it, and eventually in WD-40, and it finally came out. So now this is out. That is completely removed. So now we have to remove the one on my car, and we will swap them for each other. I know, and they were cheap. They were cheap. I bought them on eBay.
Yeah, I'm gonna give me some Federals, man. When I get the 4-stars?
Yeah. Where's that breaker thing at? Do you know where it's at? If anyone ever needed proof that a 335 suspension and a 328 suspension are the same, we are taking one from a Coupe to a Sedan, and a 335 to a 328, and vice versa. As long as a couple of these get on here, then I can stand up. Maybe I can use that as an intro, me saying that. Anyone ever need a proof? Here it is.
I put that shit on the line, baby.
These guys are rich as fuck. They do car videos now, though.
Yeah.
Is that Cletus guy?
Oh, Cletus McFarland? Hell
He's
yeah.
rich as hell.
And what's it?
You see what they do for videos? Like they fully build cars.
Dude, I saw one.
Because they make that much money off of YouTube.
Oh yeah, that one. That video you sent me where they were building that Integra in his shop. And he told us that's funny in that video.
I don't mind doing that with my single cam. You gotta do that.
Yeah. The funniest thing was him telling his dog he was like, you don't want any part of that four-cylinder life. There.
Totally.
All right, that was easy. I knew this would be easier. I think it's a little narrower.
Is it all the way in?
Yeah.
Like perfect.
It's sitting right on
there.
there.
You gotta twist a little bit.
It's already in. No, because there's two little notches that stick out right here.
Oh, okay.
So it's perfect.
Perfect.
Yeah. It can't go in unless those notches go through the crack. Now it's like it's more fun now that we're going.
Yeah. Of course.
Now we know what we're doing.
They're like, oh, you know what you're doing? You didn't know what you were doing.
Maybe you had a mouse get in your car or something. That's funny. My neighbor's like, you can get a Porsche?
Yeah, I know, right?
Get this in. All right, we're in.
Close up.
You want to stand like you were up in one? Oh, sorry, dude. I'm just gonna get. This back suspension here was a nightmare on this car. The control arm bolt, where it kind of bolts to the rotor and the hub assembly, we could just not get it. So we started at about 8:45 and it's now 3:36 and we have 3 wheels done on each car. We've just got the back passenger side to do on both. So my suspension is already out on that side and we just gotta do his. He's checking his front because we heard a noise. What?
The brake line.
Oh, the brake line. And we found out why his brake light is on. The wires that connect the sensor are broken. So there's plenty of brake pad, it's just a sensor. And he has got my ST coilover, or his ST coilovers now, on 3 of his wheels. We had some trouble with that rear shock. The nut was like rusted on, but it came off. These This shocks for me are basically the equivalent of roller wheels, just in suspension form. Tell me that doesn't look nice though. Tell me that doesn't look nice. There's drilled slotted rotors and the suspension, red calipers. Intakes. And the dine and tune, of course. Alright guys, what is up? I'm done. Put the sport suspension from the 335 Coupe onto the 328 Sedan. And the lighting, it's pretty late now. I just got done, I took a shower. I haven't even driven the car yet. I gotta find my key. Pretty sure it's in my toolbox, so just bear with me for a second. I know that I left the Cadillac's key, yeah, Cadillac BMW. Alright, I really hope this suspension will settle some. It's gonna be about a cold start right here. Alright guys, so the suspension is in great on both cars. There's a little bit of issues with mine. It's kind of clunking on the back of one of them, and I'm not entirely sure, but I think the strut mount is not secure or something. I'm going to go back and have a look at it to try to figure it out, but it feels fine. It's just that clunking from the back passenger side. I don't really know why, because it wasn't clunking in his car, and I did the exact same thing on both sides, so just after doing a little research, it sounds like a strut mount. So I'm going to try to fix it, but if it just turns out to be too much trouble, then I'll just sell it with the problem as is. Once again, guys, if you're interested in buying any parts off of this car, I just need the replacement stock part for it, and I will more than happy to make you a good deal. So if you want that Euro intake, for example, I'll need your US intake, but I'll sell you that for a really good deal. I'll sell it for, I'll sell it with the filter and everything, no extra charge for the filter, just for the box. I'm going to make you a really good deal. Any parts you want. I want to keep the wheels. If you have some wheels for an E90, E92, anything like that, and you're local to Charlotte, let me know, because I would like to get some cheap wheels to put on it, just some rollers, so that I can keep my VMRs for the next car. But if I can't, then I will sell the car with the VMRs, I guess. Anyway guys, if you like this video, please leave it a big thumbs up, subscribe to the channel if you are new, and I will see you in the next one.